The new FC25 patch is out, and most of you are wondering whether should we play a 5 at the back or a 4 at the back. Is 5 at the back still good? You will have answer to all these questions by the end of this video. We are going to discuss 3 formations that you should be using. First up, we have the 4-4-1-1. This is the formation I am going to run from minute 0, from the get-go. But just copying the roles and the tactics will not work. Why do I say that? I have a solid reason. And that reason is that everyone has a different play style. So you need to understand how I play in this formation. We use our cam as the link up between our striker and midfield. We need our right mid or left, at least one of these guys, to be really silky smooth on the ball. Someone who can do skills. The new L1 Elastico, McGiddy cancel. And if you want a tutorial on these skills, let me know down in the comments. You want someone who can move with the ball. Alright, this is the reason I don't sell Hansen, even though I have untradeable Salah, and after the patch finish shots are even better compared to the Trivela, but I still prefer Hansen. Okay, you want your left mid to be someone like Rafinha. I think he is the best budget left mid. Even if you don't get the inform, you can just get the gold one because he has trickster. You want to be able to use those fake shots. Now you see these 3 players. This is the triangle we have on the left side. Then we have a triangle on the right side. This is what we are going to play for. This formation is all about being direct. We want to score goals in 3 passes. We want to just punish our opponent. Look at the triangle we are going to create now, okay? We are punishing the opponent. You want to be very ruthless. You want to spot your passes, and then you need to go for those passes. We win the ball in the midfield. We spot the run of our striker, direct. 3 passes, and you want to be on the goal. This is the beauty of this formation. It allows you to be direct. And if you are direct, if the gameplay is supporting you, you will score a lot of goals, okay, against anyone you play, even against top tier players. This is the beauty of this formation. It allows you to be direct. It allows you to play through passes. That is why I am using Alexia Putellas, because she has the incisive pass play style. Without that, if the cam doesn't have that, you're going to struggle. Look, we are going to score a goal very quickly. It's a counter-attacking style, but we are not using the counter style. Why? I will tell you. We're using short passing, but there's a reason for that. It is to help our build-up. In counter, the players are running away from you, and against a good player, it is hard to beat the press. That is why I use short passing, or balanced I use short passing. More passing options. I create manual runs using L1, LB, using player locks, and then we have enough space in behind the defense to be able to exploit that space. We are going to score from the goal kick by using the same principles that we just discussed. If this is how you play, if you connect your LB with your LM with LCM, use the cam, use the striker, use the give and goes. See, using manual runs, using player locks, knowing about the positioning of our players, and then because we have our RM on inside forward, he cuts inside. We have a player on box to box, he is there. Easy goal, easy, right? The code will be shared in this video. Our striker, I use Poacher Plus because I have Miroslav Klose. He has a plus in that role. If Morgan is your striker, she has a plus. If you have a Poacher Plus, use Poacher. Otherwise, I don't think it's a great role to use. But these guys with the plus, their runs are insane. Advanced forward attack is a better one for you to use. Again, don't mindlessly copy these tactics and then gamble upon them. Actually understand them, how to use them, okay? Poacher only if they have the plus. Shadow Striker is really good, especially after the patch. Alexia is a Shadow Striker plus. She's great in that role. They play like a center forward, and that is what I want from them. Shadow Striker is insane. Now, if you feel the Shadow Striker runs away from the midfield, because that is a common problem that has been reported by the players to me, then I would suggest you use Playmaker balanced, okay? That is what I would suggest if you are unable to connect your midfield with your attack. Otherwise, Shadow Striker plus is good. One of our CMs, the one with long ball pass, has to be holding. The other one is going to be a box to box. The one with power shots, because power shots are important, and this formation works best when you have someone with power shot. So you'll take the ball on the left hand side, cut the ball back, and then you can look for a power shot. It's all about the attacking patterns that I am trying to make you understand. I use Hansen as an inside forward. I want her to cut inside. The Trivela still sometimes works if you do it centrally, and you can green time it, especially on precision. It is not the same, but sometimes works. And that is not the only reason. I do the L1 Elastico a lot. So when she cuts inside, the L1 Elastico is really good. Rafinha, I use him as a winger. Yes, you might be saying, oh, he's on wing back, so you should put him inside forward, or wide playmaker, so he comes inside. But I've tried all of these. Wide playmaker is good if you don't want to use winger, okay? but for me, winger is good. Winger is good. That is how just it is. I have enough support on the wings. I can always lay the ball out there. And if I want to attack from the inside, then I can always use Hansen. So I used to have them on wide and inside, but winger seems to be the better one. I use my left back as a wing back because I feel you need to overload the fullback of the opponent. If you can overload his fullback, make it a 2 versus 1, you will be scoring a lot of goals. Going to use our other right back as a fullback balanced. Okay, this is our 4-4-1-1. This is how it looks in game, similar to a 4-4-2. 70 line height, because there is a glitch in the game. If I make it 60, it will become 70. If I make it 62, it will become 70. There is no fixing it. Let's say if I make it 55, it will become 50. If I make it 59, it will become 50. So realistically, we have 50 depth or 70 depth. So what do we use? We use 70 depth. Here is the code for the 4-4-1-1 formation. But as always, you can't always rely on one formation. The next formation I would recommend is the 4-4-2 flat formation. I still feel the 4-4-1-1 is better to start out from minute 0 just because you are able to connect the midfield with attack. In the 4-4-2, you cannot do that. But for that very reason, we use one of our strikers as a false 9. So they drop back and help us connect our midfield with the attack. Okay. Then we use one of our strikers as a poacher. Same reason, because I have closer. Otherwise, I think for this formation, advanced forward is better. Otherwise, there is too much separation between the other striker and the one who is playing poacher. Okay, but closer is poacher plus, so I use him. One of our CMs is going to be box to box, and the other one is going to be a holding CM, same as the 4-4-1-1. We are going to use Rafinha again, same thing, winger, and Hansen as an inside forward. Llorente is going to be a fullback. DiMarco is going to be a wing back. Similar to the 4-4-1-1. The main difference is that we now have a striker instead of a cam, and that striker is going to be playing as a false 9. So she will go in the wings, she will stay in the midfield, she will do everything depending on the situation and where the ball is being played. The false 9 actually does play like a false 9. If you have a Griezmann, he is great for that false 9 role. This is the formation I recommend. If you are winning the game and you want a formation to switch to, then switch to the 4-1-4-1 formation. We have 3 in the midfield, including a CDM. It makes it really compact. Okay, so if someone tries to attack you through the center, you have these guys holding the midfield, 3 guys locking in the midfield. Then we have 2 wide midfielders. We're going to set our RM and LM as wide midfielders. CDM is going to be a deep lying playmaker, long ball pass plus, so we can play those long balls over the top. When the opponent is pressing us, we just want to get the ball out of our own half. The safest way, player lock into one of the wingers or the striker and just play that L1 triangle. We have closer. He's going to play as a target forward in this formation. This is only a defensive formation. Target forward always there to receive the ball. Always we have a passing option. Tall guy who can head the ball. If you don't have closer, just have someone like Thuram that you can bring in. If you're going to win that game, if you want to win that game, if you want to close that lead, bring someone like Thuram. He can head the ball down. Our fullbacks are going to be both on fullback, and there it is. It's pretty simple. The 5 at the back formations are still viable, but if you ask me, are they same as they were before the patch? No. If you are not good in defending, you are going to struggle because there is a visible gap. I have played enough friendlies against top players to let you know that there is a visible gap, and the amount of through balls I am able to play is crazy. Okay, if they win the games, they win because they are good at attacking. It's because of their attacking capabilities. More to do with how they attack than how they defend. You have 3 CBs. So yes, once the ball is close to the box, they are going to lock in and defend. But on the counter attacks, 5 at the backs are really vulnerable. Okay, just don't look at a pro player. He's playing 5 at the back. He's saying it's still good. I will also try it. He knows how to defend a counter attack. What if you are playing a really good player who knows how to trigger manual runs, who knows how to use player locks, and then you are getting exploited on the counter attack because of the gaps? Use this game plan and you will get the wins.